Goddess Tarot 777. Hello, hello. Welcome to the channel to all of the Sagittariuses. If you would like Sagittarius, a two-card reading live, the donation for the two-card reading is $9.99. That reading can be done either at the very ending of the message or I'll make a decision. But the reading is $9.99. It's a donation for a live two-card reading. If you are interested, let one of the moderators know that you would like a live two-card reading. All right, Sag. Hope you guys are having a pleasant weekend so far. This Saturn day, right? All right. So let's just quickly find out what is happening, guys. Remember to show your support by sharing the messages. If you're new, check out the description box. Everything about Truth Goddess Tarot 777, which is myself, is in the description box, guys. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come in, check in with me. All right, so upon shuffling the cards, it looks like the overall energy is showing your card. That first card is expansion. So this is Jupiter energy. This is about something growing. This is about blessings, things that you're doing that are growing, that are expanding, that are bringing abundance into your life. This is something that's being discovered by many. Hello, Truth Goddess and friends. East Side Boy. EA, I think that's all. I always mess up their name. Remember, and I do apologize for that, to hit the like button, guys. Appreciate it. So, let's see who's in the house really quickly. Let's check it out. Who is in the chat? I'm going to spend a minute or two checking to see who's here. I hope everybody can hear me for some reason. Okay, there's the live. All right, let's see who's here. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Hello, hello. All right. So it looks like it's about expansion, right? This is your energy. You guys are wise leaders, teachers. Spirit is gifting you, blessing you. As you can see that, there's angels that surround you. Wow. It looks like somebody may be expecting a new birth, a pregnancy, your wishes. Look at that. This is about gifts being granted to you. She is, if you notice, the lady looks like it could be a new beginning, a birthing of a baby, a business, an idea. It's like your guardian angels are protecting you, guiding you, showing you that the things that you're doing, they're moving and growing. They're going to be larger than you could imagine. Whatever it is that you put your mind to, they're saying that you're going to be immensely blessed. The discovery of this is something that people are finding to be very difficult for them, because these people are looking at the word perfection. That's interesting. Perfection when it comes to life and your goals and just who and what you are and how you represent yourselves, that would be up to you. But it appears when it comes to this perfection, this is about being the best at what you do. The only measurement that needs to be made is the measurements that you put on yourself. But it appears that somebody is discovering, this is like somebody that's idolizing you, right? There's somebody that's idolizing you as you are on this journey, and you are someone that the faith, the growth, the spirituality. Spirit is saying that your journey is growing. Your belief in your gifts, in your talents, you are perfecting. It's almost like Spirit is saying that you are really, you're manifesting, and you're also your gifts. You're working hard. I'd say smarter, not harder, but smarter. And the things that you're a master. People are discovering that you are really extremely doing well. You're really doing extremely well at whatever it is that you're doing. And it has a lot to do with your journey, your inner peace, right? Your belief in oneself and the things that you are doing. So Spirit is basically telling you that everything that you're doing, it's a blessing with Jupiter, which is you, Saggies. So your gifts that are leading you to a path when it comes to your journey and spirituality is growing. A lot of you guys, if you're new to this journey, Spirit is saying by the time you realize how superb things are growing in your life, you're not going to believe it. That's what they're saying overall. But I feel like looking at the energy, somebody else, people are discovering this about you. So people are watching, studying you. So it's almost like you, from a beginning of your journey, Saggies, only you know when you began this journey. A lot of you guys are spiritual leaders, teachers, counselors, mentors. Like you're the definition of someone that is expansive in their skills, their gifts, their talents. It really starts off knowing who you are. And Spirit is saying that since you guys have learned who you are, everything around you is going to grow. And it's a blessing. Once you have awakened, then that's when the power within you is awakened. That's when everything, it's like a trickling effect. So they're saying you're doing something really good, and it's going to be awesomely amazing for you guys. Jupiter is ruled by Sag. So that's what that is. I see overall energy. Let's find out what else you need to know. What is the message for them? Okay. Now we do see there are people that are burdened by this. This is somebody that's a Sagittarius like yourselves. So if you guys are under a lot of stress or in distress, this looks like this is somebody that's carrying a big burden with the Ten of Wands. They're weighed down. They're feeling the pressure of something. Somebody is pressured by discovering how great you are. When I say great, I mean how you have perfected your journey. So it says that you guys have come from somewhere where now people are recognizing how amazing you are. Like, it's a respect thing in a way, it's respect. And this respect can come from those that admire you from afar, yeah, from a distance. Somebody that's having memories of you. Somebody that has these, it could be a relative. It could be family, friends, cousins, people that are, it's like I said, people are, a lot of times when you see the Six of Cups, this is like people reflecting about the way you were. They're having a hard time seeing how you were able to advance yourself, to grow, to build, right? These are people who were trying to win against all odds that you would never amount to anything. People didn't know the gifts that lied dormant within you. And people are seeing how much you have grown and elevated, right? And they're having a very difficult time seeing how your burdens, you turned things that most people would turn their back on and move away from because it was a burden. It was difficult to get to this place where you guys are at. Wherever you're at on your journey, it took some time, right? And people are, it's almost like somebody is saying, wow, I remember back when Sagittarius didn't have anything. I remember when Sag, maybe if they saw you in a position where you were trying to grow, secretly they were hoping that you would never overcome things. So people this is why people are now discovering how you have perfected your journey, your faith, right? You have, to me, the perfection card is more about you mastering something. Mastering you, mastering your emotions, mastering your feelings, making a choice, not being in the Two of Swords, being able to overcome certain obstacles. You guys have pushed through. Ten of Wands is heavyweight. So someone is sitting back saying, wow, I remember when Sagittarius was. I remember when I saw them. I didn't think they would ever come out of that situation. How'd they do it? Now they're like this enormous person that's very spiritual, right? Let's go with the Seven of Pentacles, because this is about money, time, and energy. So somebody's having these memories about, see, they want to return back. Somebody wants to return back. This is about you reversing something. As I stated, somebody is having a hard time with you working hard and being dedicated. Yeah, see? It's all about your success, because they're not. This is a person who doesn't accomplish anything, and this is the second time this Page of Swords is in reverse. So this is a very masterfully jealous. They mastered being naive and insecure, petty about their lack of success and dedication. They have not accomplished that. Wow. And that is true. So you got somebody who wants to return now because they have spoken very negative about you. Somebody who didn't think you would ever have love, success, money. They didn't want to see you win. This person was hoping that you would never, ever advance to make any kind of decision. They didn't want to see any kind of glow up from you. And it seems that you guys have grown up. And that's what's bothering somebody. Because they're weighed down by their burdens, while you, on the other hand, is clearly winning. It's really bothering. All these cards came in reverse. This is somebody that has some inner wounds when it comes to their emotions. This is somebody that's very immature, jealous. This could be a predator. This is somebody that's, they're a predator. They are people that are now invested, who have invested their time not trying to accomplish anything. They haven't accomplished anything. All they're thinking about is their brokenness, how they weren't able to win because of childhood wounds and deceit, not feeling love or acknowledged or being seen. When you are someone that they're discovering that in their eyes have this perfect life to them. This is how this person is seeing you guys. Someone is seeing your life in another light because of their shortcomings. So you got a person that's like unhappy because of your success. So they were betting against the odds that you would never win. See? See, but the scales were balanced. See, these were people that were hoping that you would never, ever have any kind of success. That's the truth. These are lies. These are lies. They were hoping that you would lose out. Oh, wow. This is unbelievable. Let me make sure, because this is incredible. These cards, a lot of these cards are, let me double check them. They are, okay. I want to make sure I got everything properly. Because what I do see is a lot of resentful person who's jealous of your happiness and your success. That's definitely the truth of your ability to maintain your love for yourself, for your money. It's like you guys are masterfully in love with yourself. You guys are in love with yourself. And you're choosing not to entertain people that would try to speak negatively, bad about you, or try to hold you back. This is what somebody was wishing. And it almost feels like somebody was doing some daunting things, like being in a relationship with you was only to keep you trapped and to keep you stuck and to keep you in the Five of Pentacles, like this Emperor, trying to steal your power by keeping you in a unfulfilled connection. However, they chose a connection with someone that was very dark and sinister, and they regret it. So while they were trying to play both sides of a coin, they lost out in the end. Because the Five of Swords is you defending and winning against all odds when someone was working very hard and diligently to speak bad, speak negative against and by and over your name. Like, this is a dirty warlock, witch, wizard, somebody who revels in obsessions, dark magic, things of that nature. That's what this person has been spending their time doing. While all along, they have discovered their tricks to manipulate you never work. It only got better. So it says that you guys have taken the energy from this person and used it to your advantage. If you are a masterful magician, you know how to manipulate the energy. That's what you do. That's what this person has discovered. That energy was used wisely. Yes, that's everything. Yeah, I told y'all this is what you were doing. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, protecting and standing, holding your ground, standing your ground to protect your happiness, your family, your children, your home, protecting your peace. You are masterful at doing this. So you can't be easily persuaded, manipulated, misguided, any of that, none of that. And that's why this person is looking at how well you have changed. When it comes to this expansion as a Sag, it's about extraordinary growth. So it sounds like people are having memories about how much you have total control to find out the frauds. You've taken your power back, ripped off the mask of those pretending to love you, like you, or even deal with you. That's okay, because you have love for oneself. That's the key to the matrix, okay? That's the key, loving yourself. And when you don't care, you can invest your time and money and love to create a foundation in a love for life in your home, to build your wealth, your power, a legacy, and not being a Five of Pentacles, confused, unsure, undecided. This person didn't do that. What they did, you went as a, seems like you guys were a lone ranger, if that's the proper wording. But I mean, like, you were a lone wolf while they were teaming up trying to figure out how they could trip you up. Yeah, to make life hard for you. But you guys already saw the the vision that you had when it came to what type of commitment you wanted in a partner, in friendships. You decided that you would weigh your options and choose your life when it comes to building a legacy, a family, happiness, and leave the obsessions of those that were very demonic from coming toward you. Like, this is why they lay confused. But it seems like the tables are now and the scales are balanced. They're confused by it. You won. There was there was a defeating aspect when it came to how you were able to outsmart somebody that thought that they were outsmarting you. You, Queen of Pentacles. The secret to it all, to keeping your happiness, is letting go and maintaining your peace and joy and loving oneself and being satisfied with oneself. Yeah, that's what you've done. Now this person is amazingly inspired by your happiness, your joy, and your confidence to love yourself. That's shocking to this person. They thought you, it sounds like this person thought you were like hook, line, and sink, because now they want to move forward. They thought you were stressed out over them, holding back your sex, your love, your appreciation. This person almost feels like they thought what you are doing currently, they thought it was about them. This is why they're in the Nine of Swords. This person thought you holding back your opportunities of a new beginning was about them. No, it was about your moderation and peace and harmony for yourself. That's spirit saying, yeah, that's accurate. That's the truth. This person now sees how clear them saying and spreading news about things that you were overcoming. The truth is, you were always somebody that had a lot of confidence in what you spoke. And this is why they stay stuck. This person is having headaches because they know that in time you're going to be in love with someone new and not return back to the past connections. Because you have so many options and your confidence and you have a wittiness about you, an inner beauty and an exterior beauty. You knew you, when it came to your occupation and your love life, you could always bring in new opportunities and not have to give too much to anyone that wasn't giving to you. See, this person, some of you guys, this person was, I hate to say it, was using you. See, but once you realized who you were, you began to build on your creative gifts to discover that you were a chosen seed. And now this is why they receive karma and they fight the idea of missing an opportunity with someone as wise as you. See, you're in the Nine of Pentacles. You guys are waiting and this person is watching as you turned your back on them. So they're just looking at how strong and confident and resilient you are, and they regret it. They're crying and spilled milk. Yep. Secretly, this is somebody who's, their emotions and their feelings and their intuition was to always try to betray you. This was their game plan with the Seven of Cups, to come in nice and slow and sweet talk to you. But no, that cycle is over. The death to this reunion ever returning is someone that you've contained your emotions to and start mastering on your work, on your business, on your gifts, and on your skills. That's energy that is breaking the heart of someone who see that you chose yourself and your power to complete and fulfill your happiness and invest in oneself. So people had you guys all messed up. Somebody had you all messed up. I don't think it was just one person. I think it was a lot of people. They misjudged you. People thought that your loyalty and your kind heart and you not being able to bring about what it is that you wanted. Like somebody felt like you were so desperate because you are in a Queen of Cups position that you were just so kind-hearted that you would just accept anything that they dealt out to you, dished out to you. That's what it looks like. I think a lot of people took your kindness as a weakness. You're no longer doing that. You guys, like I said, you're magicians. You know how to move energy very well when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to how you deal with people. You're masters at it. People are saying they can't like use relationships when it comes to intimate connections just based on that anymore. This is a lover for one, but there are other people that they're just kind of not able to deal with the change in you. You've changed, guys. That's why they're obsessed with you now. Because once, there was a time it looks like you guys would, you might have been worried about what other people thought about you. You had memories of not being able to have connections with people that mattered to you. You overcame that with the Five of Swords. There were times when you guys were burdened about your family, maybe relatives, brothers and sisters, siblings. I feel like you guys have conquered the whole thing about being connected to people just for the sake of it. When you learn to build and to stand up for yourself, people only have one way but to respect you. And that's what I see here. Like somebody trying to gaslight you has been definitely unrequited. This is why these people are discovering that them trying to like double back in a connection with you or apologize to you is something that you've overcome. People are discovering that I feel like your portfolio, when it comes to your portfolio, can be involved with your emotions, your work life. Because I feel like a lot of you guys may have took on too much. Some of you guys were people pleasers. And if it wasn't you, it was somebody else. The overall energy is definitely talking about you guys expanding how you see things. That's called growth. All right. That's the reading, Sag. I'm going to pull a card or two. Yeah, I feel you leaving me behind. This is what I'm telling y'all. People are seeing that. You guys are not just promising to be committed to people who don't deserve to be in your space anymore. So they're jealous. They want you to feel how they feel because they haven't done the work to change their outlook on how they deal with the people in their life. They stay stuck. They don't know how to adjust to when people come in and out of their lives. They remain. It's a challenge for them. That's not something that you guys allowed to happen. Maybe at one point, but now you guys are just The energy that you pour into yourself is what makes you great. When you discover that you come first and other people can wait or not even deal with them at all, that's where your power comes from. That's why you can't be moved. Who's this? Yeah. So that's the reading, Sag. I'm out of here. See, I hid who I really was from you. So now you've discovered, and it was their fault, and they blame themselves. That's what it is. See, people are now looking, it's like you're making people look at themselves. They have no other choice now but to reflect. You guys are mirroring to these people exactly who they are. And it doesn't feel good. When you're people who always live a lie, it's hard to see yourself and your shortcomings if you're not into somebody that can handle the truth about who they are. Regardless, we all have shortcomings. None of us are perfect. The card says perfect. I would call that to be a card that's really referring to your perfection in learning who you are, perfecting your gifts, the gifts that you have within you, so that when people come in and out of your life, I mean, this is what you've overcome. Yeah, see, you do things in moderation now. A lot of you guys just jump. That's the truth. Spirit is saying, yeah, that's accurate. You don't just give every last ounce of yourself to people anymore. They have to earn their time in your possession, in your place rather, in your face too. I hope that makes sense. I guess what I'm saying is people have to really put in work to get any kind of reaction from you. Look at that. I don't react when people mention you. You know they're lying. You don't react when people mention, if someone were to mention it, because you know how to balance the emotions, the feelings of those around you. This person says they lost themselves for a while. Well, they can keep losing themselves. This is somebody that never does the work when you have. I love you. Yeah. They love you because you have self-respect for yourself. Giving too much to people, they coin that as being, for some people, they want to call it a simp. Because you are kind-hearted and compassionate, those that are warped and beaten inside, like that Nine of Wands, they don't understand that that's showing compassion. Doesn't make you a simp. And this card came out before. I hid behind material things. This is what they value outside of themselves. That's the reading. I am so attracted to you. I know that I crossed the line with you. See, you put up boundaries, Saggies. That's what I'm talking about. You came closer to anyone. You came closer than anyone. So this person is now afraid to contact you. If you wanted that person to contact you, they're worried because they know that you have boundaries up. This person, they cannot just assume that if they were to call you, you would come running. No, you put up clear boundaries. People respect that now, Saggies. You were giving too much of yourself to people. I feel you even though we are apart. Okay. That's the reading, Sag. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Hit the like button, share. Again, bye.